Hey, Chicken Legs here. Just giving you guys a video on about the 4 or 5 things that you should and must have to do Instacart to be successful. More tips will get you more batches. Speed, speed, speed. All right, let's start out first. Get through this real quick. Rubber bands. You need the rubber bands for the strawberries, the cherries, anything that you think that the plastic will come off out the items might come out the container if you don't have a secure wrap and hold on them, like rubber bands. They are your friends. Anything you can't go wrong with rubber bands. Those are your best friends. Especially if the container's kind of shaky, you're already at the store, you bought it. You know you won't get a negative rating or the customer won't complain, but just to make sure nothing gets out of the container, put those rubber bands on, throw those on. Labels. Labels, 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 labels. You get this from Amazon. I think like a roll pack for maybe I don't know, $10 for 100 or something like that. Labels. I always put on here the bread. Maybe I put something like a smiley face, don't smush me, the bread, the eggs, the chips. People like that. So when they open their bags, whatever store you're shopping at, just not Costco, they can distinguish, oh, this is the soft stuff, before one of the kids, if they have kids, or they might just smash it on their own. Somebody like their significant other will smash the bread, and you might think it was their fault, but in reality, oh, hold on, sorry about that. The police was walking real slow, and he's actually looking and slowing down right now. He might come back depending on. All right, but nevertheless, let's move on right now. All right, now we have the rest of our bags right here that I like to use. Plastic bags. I got these, I think like $10-15. I think it was like $10 for like 300 of these. These are bags. Even if you're not just shopping at Costco, any other store, they're good, helpful for the meats. Just anything individualized. Like say you have like 3 items, you have a 3-item order, and one of them meats, and you have like a big box, and you're not just gonna put that one piece of meat in the big box. No, just take a bag, wrap it up, put one of these stickers on here, and you'll be good to go. All right, let's leave that there. Let's go around here. This video I'm making is actually before the 10 o'clock a.m. Costco orders drop. So what I do is you can see boxes, boxes, boxes. That's another thing to have. Always have boxes. Even if you don't shop at Costco where there's any boxes, you might get to a store where they give you a bag. The bag might break. Boxes. You always show up with the boxes. Your customers will be satisfaction guaranteed. Tips will increase. I keep a bunch of them, as you can see in here. I always usually keep them in the trunk, but I change it up and put it in here to maximize my space in the trunk. I don't know if you guys know about Toyota Corollas, but this is actually a big trunk. I can usually get 2 orders in there without having to put in my back seat. So if we come over here, you see the boxes. All right, the next one is these bags, these thermal bags. Walmart, $4.99. $4.99. They don't do the greatest job, but they get the job done. Even if your customers just want to see that you have something that you're putting it in. Nobody likes coming to warm ice cream or warm items, especially because I know I've had customers in there say, please separate the cold items and the warm items in bags. If you don't have bags when you get there, you might have to end up going to the corner store or liquor store or getting some bags real quick just for the optics, just to show them. But you do want to have them. The next up is the Wagon. You need this. I have learned my lesson about 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago when I was first starting, a couple months in, when I had to go back and forth to this this customer's apartment up and down the stairs. I swear to you, about 7 times. 7 times. And she even suggested, she was like, well, most of the shoppers, they have carts and all that stuff. It'd be easier. So that same day, I got it. I learned my lesson. You can put anything in here. Water. This will save your life. This right here, and get you one of those. That will save your life. All right. And the last but not least is gloves. Gloves. You don't know what you're touching when you get to the shoppers or the customers' house. I don't use them when I shop, which I should. I know. But I use them when I go over to the customs house. Just for the optics, and plus 2, to make sure I'm just taking care of myself and they can see that I'm being clean. I have multiple other ones over here on standby, but those come in handy. Hand sanitizers, these have gotten me so many tips. I've gotten customers that says, oh, the shopper just came without a mask and I'm out without gloves. Like, it's COVID. It's COVID. So those are my just basic things that you should have. All right, actually, I'll throw this in here. Air freshener too. Get some air freshener. Keep your car smelling nice. You're in it the majority of the day. And this right here, I'm not even gonna, my fellas, my other shoppers, women, some women, you guys know what that is. So when the car all the time, don't get caught without it. Well, I think that completes it right now. I'm looking around, the car charge, you always want to have that. You don't want to take a batch with 18% left. That's it. Stay batching, chicken legs out. Get that money.